I'm Erin with Breathe Grace Yoga. Today we'll be sharing a gentle practice with the intention of time. Let's start in mountain position. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders are relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Breathing deeply into your ribs and your diaphragm. Exhaling fully. Feeling good about coming to your mat today. Taking any thoughts wandering through your head and setting them on the side of your mat, and just focusing right now on this moment. And bringing your focus to our intention of time. Take care of the minutes, and the hours will take care of themselves. And opening your eyes, we'll begin with some neck stretches, bringing one ear towards one shoulder, leaving that shoulder relaxed. Continuing to breathe deeply as we stretch and warm up. Coming back to center and bringing the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. And coming back to center, bringing your chin to your chest. And looking up at the ceiling. Coming back to center, twisting and looking over one shoulder. And reversing, twisting and looking over the opposite shoulder. Neck stretches are so important. You can do these several times a day, relieving tension in your neck and shoulders, alleviating head pain and headaches. Just going through this ritual of 2 or 3 minutes is so helpful and beneficial. And coming back to center, and we'll roll the shoulders back. And reverse the direction, come forward with the shoulders. Good. Bringing your arms out to shoulder height, palms up. Fold the hands in so that your hands are now on your shoulders. We're going to bring the elbows together. If they don't touch, that's okay. Just bring them as far as you can. In and out. Continuing to breathe deeply. Two more. And release the hands. And we'll do lateral flexion, one arm up, one arm down, pulling in both directions and then reaching over just a little bit. Keeping space between your ear and your shoulder here. And switching, one arm up, one arm down, pulling in both directions, arching over just a little. And coming back to mountain pose. Now we'll do a mountain twist, so arms are at your sides, feet stay where they are, and we just twist back and forth. Warming up the spine. This is a great one to do when you wake up in the morning, just to get the blood flowing and the body moving. And relax. Opening up your legs a little bit wider than your hips, toes are pointed out. We're going to alternate moonflowers and sunflowers. So inhaling the arms up, exhaling for moonflowers, shoulder blades come together in the back, and then we'll come back up, and now sunflowers. Inhale, exhale moonflowers, inhale, exhale sunflowers. Moon, sun. Moon, sun. Continuing with your own breath. Warming up the whole body here. Feeling those legs wake up. Few more. One more. And relax. Excellent. All right, we are going to do some sun salutations. And since this is gentle yoga, we'll do modified the whole time. And you can follow along with me if you want to, and you know how to do the full postures. Of course, you're welcome to, but I'm going to stick with the modified since it's a gentle class. So start at the top of your mat. I'm going to face sideways because you'll get a better view of what my body's doing. You can face me. Reconnect with your breath. Standing in mountain pose. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, hinging from the hips into a forward fold. Stepping back with your right leg onto the knee. Bringing the arms up for a low lunge. Option to pad the knee if you need to with a towel or a blanket or a small pillow. Hands come down. Left leg comes around, sink back into child's pose. Pulling forward for a kneeling plank. Lowering crocodile. Dropping the belly. Lifting the chest for baby cobra. And pressing back for child's pose. Right leg comes forward, low lunge. Hands come to the mat, stepping forward with your left foot, reversing your swan dive, and coming into chair. Again, same side, sweeping up, folding forward, stepping back with the right onto the knee. Low lunge. Hands come down, left leg comes around, sinking back to child's pose. Pulling forward for a plank on the knees, lowering down, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and pressing back. Right leg comes forward. Arms come up, low lunge. Hands come to the mat. Step the left foot forward, feet together. Reverse your swan dive and come into chair. Again, sweeping up, folding forward. Stepping back with the right onto the knee. Arms come up, low lunge. Making sure you're breathing. Hands come to the mat, left leg comes around, sinking back. Pulling forward for plank, lowering, dropping the belly and lifting the chest and then pressing back. Right leg comes forward. Arms come up, low lunge. Hands come to the mat. Step the left foot forward, reverse your swan dive, and come into chair. One more time on this side, then we switch. Sweeping up, folding, stepping back with the right onto the knee. Arms come up. Hands come to the mat. Left leg comes around, sinking back to child's pose. Pulling forward, lowering, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and then pressing back. Right leg comes forward. Arms come up, low lunge. Hands come to the mat. Step the left foot forward, reverse your swan dive. And chair. Switching sides now. Sweeping up, folding forward, stepping back with the left onto the knee. Low lunge. Hands come to the mat, right leg comes around, sinking back to child's. Pulling forward for plank, lowering, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and pressing back. Left leg comes forward. Arms come up. Hands come to the mat. Feet together, reverse your swan dive. and chair. Again, sweeping up, folding, stepping back with the left onto the knee. Arms come up. Hands come to the mat, right leg comes around, sinking back. Pulling forward for plank, lowering, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and pressing back. Left leg comes forward. Hands come to the mat, feet together, reverse your swan dive. And chair. One more time, sweeping up, folding forward, stepping back with the left. Hands come to the mat, right leg comes back, sinking back to child's pose. Pulling forward for plank, lowering, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, and pressing back. Left leg comes forward. Hands come to the mat. Stepping forward, feet together, reverse your swan dive, and chair. And relax. Grab a drink. All right, we're going to do a little warrior series. Some options here. Have some blocks handy if you have them, or a chair, a dining room chair or a folding chair. I'm going to demonstrate with both, but you can use either the blocks or the chair, or you don't have to use anything at all. So as we go through, I will show you how to do each one, okay? All right, so we're going to go through several warrior poses and we're going to hold them for several breaths. Let's start with, if you have a chair, have the seat facing towards you, and if you have a block, just have it next to your mat and ready to go, okay? So take your left foot, bring it forward, toes are under the front of the seat, right foot back, toes are at about 2 o'clock. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight with a soft knee. Bring the arms up for warrior one. Option to lift that heel and square that leg and that hip if you want to. Gaze is up, belly button is pulled in towards the spine, shoulders are relaxed. This is warrior one, feeling strong. Drop your arms to your shoulder height, pivot your hips towards me. Your right foot pivots, so now it is parallel to the back of your mat, and we open up for warrior two. Looking over the left fingers, pulling the belly button in towards the spine and tucking the tailbone. That left leg is still bent, that right leg is still straight with a soft knee. Making sure you're breathing. Taking that left hand, flipping it palm up, bringing it to your thigh. Right hand comes over the top, side angle. Option to just put your hand right on the chair here if that is more stable for you. And then bringing both hands to the sides of the chair or to your 2 blocks. So I'll show you the chair first. Okay, so here we are in side angle. We're going to straighten that front leg, bring both hands to the side of the chair, pivot that back foot so both toes are pointing toward the chair and your feet are in a line, okay? Space between them, but in a straight line. We're going to keep the knees soft, but legs straight and come over the chair. Hinging down. If you are using the blocks, 1 block on either side of your toes, same idea. Come over that front leg. And we're going to open up for triangle. So you're going to plant your left hand on the center of the chair, rotate your body towards me, pivot that right foot. So again, it's parallel with the back of your mat. Legs are still straight, not hyperextending the knees, keeping them soft. Opening up that right arm to the top and looking up at those top fingers. This is using the chair. If you are using the blocks, you will take your left hand, put it on the opposite block so that it's on the block that's on the inside of your ankle. Again, pivot that back foot, lift your right arm up, and open up for triangle. And then we'll bend the left leg and step forward, and we will get ready to do this on the other side. So go ahead and move your chair or your blocks. And we'll start with Warrior One. So we're going to take our right foot, put the toes under the seat of the chair, bend the right leg. Left leg goes back, toes are at about 10 o'clock if your heel is planted, or square it up and lift the heel. Arms come up, relax the shoulders. Pull the belly button in, gaze is up. Some arm options for any warrior pose is always heart center, on your hips. You can always change up your arms if you want to. You want to open up your chest, you can even do a bind in the back. Lots of different options for the arms. This is your practice, you get to decide. I'm guiding you, but you can change it up if you want to. Do what feels good for you today. Open up the hip, pivot that left foot so it is parallel to the back of your mat. Drop your arms so they are at shoulder height, and let's look over the right fingers. Pull that belly button towards the spine, tuck that tailbone. Warrior Two. Again, arms can be here, they can be at heart center. They can be on your hips. They can be behind you, opening up the chest. Making sure you're breathing. Taking that right arm, flipping it so that your palm is up, bringing it to your thigh. Left arm comes over the top, side angle. Option to put that hand right on the chair for a little bit more stability if you would like. bringing both hands to the side of the chair or to your blocks. Pivoting that left foot so that it is pointing towards your chair and in line with your right foot. Straightening the legs, keeping the knees soft and coming over that front leg for pyramid pose. Planting that right hand in the center of the chair, or taking your right hand and putting it on the block on the inside of your ankle. Pivoting that back foot, so again it is open and parallel with the back of the mat. Opening up your left hand to the sky and looking up at those fingers. Triangle pose. Making sure your knees are soft. We're not hyperextending. And then bending that right leg, stepping forward and coming back to a standing position. All right. You can move your blocks and your chair. And we are going to practice tree pose for balance today. So let's spread the toes on the right foot, feeling the mat beneath us. Getting grounded and centered, engaging the quads and the abs and the glutes. Taking the left heel, propping it above the ankle, opening up that hip, bringing your hands to heart center. Sliding that foot up to your calf if it feels good, or maybe just keeping that foot on the ground. Maybe you want to make branches today. Or maybe your hands stay at heart center. You can always do this against a wall or holding onto a chair if you need to. Also, option with the block. You can prop your foot right on the block for a little extra stability. You still get that hip opening, but the block is there just to help you a little bit if you need it. And relax, and we'll come into tree pose on the other side, spreading the toes on the left foot, feeling the ground beneath you, engaging the quads, engaging the abs, engaging the glutes, bringing the heel above the ankle, and opening up that hip. Hands begin at heart center. Sliding the foot up to the calf if it feels good, or maybe placing those toes on a block. Maybe opening up branches. And relax. All right. We're going to grab our chair again. We're going to do a little quad stretch before we cool down. So let's hold on to the back of the chair. Your standing leg will be the one closest to the chair. Grab the ankle of the opposite leg, keep the knees next to each other, and stretch out that quad. And then relax, turn around and switch sides, and grab the other ankle, and relax. We're going to come sit in the chair. We're going to do a seated pigeon, so a couple of options for pigeon. You can bring one leg up, flex the toes and bring it across the other leg and open up that hip if it feels good. If you can't get your foot up there, that's okay. Put your blocks in between your feet and bring that foot, the side of the foot, onto the blocks and open up the hip that way. And sometimes you can get one leg up, but not the other side. That's not uncommon. So just know that that's okay. And then bring that foot back down, and we'll do the opposite side. So you can either bring the foot up on top of the leg and open up the hip that way, or bring the side of the foot to the top of the block and open up that way. Either way, you're getting a nice hip opening stretch here. And release. We're going to sit sideways on our chair. Move this so you can see me. And grab the back of your chair, look over your back shoulder, get a little spinal twist here. And then pivot to the other side. Hold on to the back of the chair, look over your back shoulder. And come back to center, and we'll prepare for final relaxation. You can stay seated in the chair if that's comfortable for you, or you can lie down on the mat on your back, side, or belly, however you are comfortable. When you find a position that you can relax in, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Once again, bring your focus to your breath, noticing how the breath feels as you inhale and how it feels as you exhale. Paying attention to any sensations in your body. No judgment, just noticing how different parts feel. And bringing your focus once again to time, our intention today. I don't think of the past. The only thing that matters is the everlasting present. And as you go through your day today and the rest of your week, being mindful of the present moment and living in each moment, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, just being present right here and right now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and support yourself into a seated position. We'll inhale up and exhale. One more time, inhale up and exhale. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you soon.